Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Ideally we would want a stone picker, but we don't have the luxury of being able to do that, I don't think. We don't have the money. And there we go. I was getting some lag spikes coming in then, and I'm expecting that because of loading the map. This is something that generally happens. If you want this to stop, you just get a fast vehicle. Like if you're playing on your own map, get a fast vehicle, lease one from your whatever you call it, whatever you call, lease one from the dealership, drive around the map on a fast vehicle, and so that you basically get the entire map to load in, and once everything is loaded it won't do it again. You don't have to load the whole map, it's just each area's got to load in at least once. It's kind of like the first time, and it does this a bit when you first play a map as well. You will get some laggy bits. So I'm completely expecting this. Well, I'm not ooh, steady. Okay, I don't want to go around the corners too fast. So I'm completely expecting this reaction, the lagginess, and I'm also completely expecting the lagginess to stop when we come back, like we're going back through these areas again. Hopefully. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. One of the big updates that they did do is apparently sort out the collisions on the trees, because I know that some of these trees, I have had some issues with them in the time-lapse series. Some of these trees have major collision issues. Not these straight ones that we've got, it's these other ones, the deciduous trees there, the ones that leaves turn brown in the autumn and they drop their leaves in the winter. Trying to cut those is something of a headache. But apparently that has now been sorted and we no longer need to worry about it. So we will wait and see on that one. Now, the other thing that we're going to want to find is the rest of our rare truffles. They may come in handy before we get to the point where we're going to be doing our harvesting. We've got wheat that we're going to be planting, but we're going to need to be able to buy a combine before next year so that we can harvest said wheat. We're also going to want to get chickens, so we're going to need a chicken house, although that one is relatively cheap, so we should be alright with that one. We've got a lot that we need to do. I haven't yet had the feedback about my idea. Well, it wasn't just my idea, it was actually Maltese Panda who originally suggested it. For having penalties and so on for... Oops, steady, slow down. Having penalties, goals, if I don't achieve the main goal of the map before it's time to move on, then there'll be a penalty on the next one. And similarly, I would like, you know, opportunity to earn a bonus, and I'm thinking, you know, one of the bonuses could be free landscaping, because the next map they're going to is not going to have any of this built up area like this. We're gonna have to make that ourselves. So free landscaping, not free placeables, not anything like that, but just fences, hedgerows, the manipulation of terrain, all of that would be completely free if we can achieve our bonus goal for this one. And I quite like that idea, so let's sell that lot a minute. 12,275. That's not too bad. 12,275. I'd actually say that was quite reasonable. Now, this trailer, I've chopped down a load of trees. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to want to cut down any more trees. Like, we've cut down a few, and you all pretty much expressed quite a strong pushback against the idea of me getting doing very much forestry, because of how much I did, like, in the last time-lapse hardcore series before we moved to this map. So that's understandable. I've cleared the ones out of the way of the field that I'm creating, so I think we should just sell this one, because we're not going to be getting more trees. I think really we've got no real cause for keeping this one. So I'll bring that one down to there like that. Unhitch. Move our tractor out of the way a little bit. And then if we wander over here, that one can be sold for 3,281. It doesn't have any repair option. So go into there, sell that one. Okay. And now I want to be having a look at the, not the mulcher, not the mower, Bale... Forestry equipment. It was that one. Owned, leased. 24,000. Right, it doesn't look like I've gone and bought one. I was wondering if there was maybe any others. Oh, that's the a trailer that has that as an option on it. And that one there, we don't need that one either. So I need 24,500 to be able to buy that one. We can't lease on this. So I've got to buy it, and then I've got to sell it back. So it is going to cost us a bit of money. It'll actually cost us more than it would just leasing it, unfortunately. But those are the rules of this map. We cannot go breaking the rules of this map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this tractor right here so that it's ready to go and pick up. And I'm going to go and have a look at you over here. You're saying that you're finished. I don't actually agree with that particular sentiment, but no field found. I'll move you on a little bit further and let's try that. Right. He's going to go and do a little bit more here. And then we'll have to do a little... We got a little bit of tidy up work to do around the edges of this, but that's not so bad. And we've already done a track around part of this one. It did cost us a bit of money to go and do that, but I think it was worth it. Because it's a defined edge of the field, and that was kind of the important bit. So we don't really need a track going any further down that way. There's nothing else to define over on that edge. And I didn't want to take out any more trees. So everything over here is as we want, apart from the stumps right there. And honestly, the only way that we're going to get that... Well, we've got stuff that we can go and sell right now. We've got all of that produce in the greenhouse. So while this one's doing the ploughing, there was the trailers. I'm pretty sure I have got the pack. Ooh, there is another pack as well, which we've now got, which we might actually try, because I really like the small bales. Now, I know that we got a round baler, but I actually really like the small bales for feeding the sheep. I would prefer to stick with small bales for feeding the sheep. I think that would be better. So we've got this baler right here, right? And I think this baler is absolutely fantastic. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it's as fantastic as it could be. But it's got this hitch on the back there, and then in bale loaders in here, we've actually got a trailer that goes with it, and it's this auto load trailer right here. And this one is designed to go with, it takes 105 small bales. I don't know if this is a small bale trailer for standard small bales in the game, or if it's just the bales off of that baler, and that far baler is actually producing bales of a different size. It does produce bales of a different volume. 49 centimeters. Right, those are 49 centimeters long, and these are 120 centimeters. So they are different sized bales, which means that that auto-load trailer that is for the small bales is for these bales only, and not for any others. I do remember from the description, it doesn't actually say here, but I remember from the description that these bales are a volume of 300 litres each. So they are smaller than the standard bales. You've finished your work again. You haven't. You've just given up. Right? You could have just gone on a little bit further. And you could have done your work. And everybody would have been happy. I'd have been happy with you. There's been some improvements on the AI as well. So I don't know how well this AI improvement is going to sort of manifest itself. But we'll keep an eye on it and we will see what happens. The other bit that I was going to be looking at was there's other trailers that we've now got. Now, there's a couple in the miscellaneous section. And it's these three right here. Now, those two will definitely take less than the trailer that we've already got, the sec trailer. This one here takes a whole load of pallets. It's absolutely fantastic. So auto load pallets. There's one in. There's at least one here in the bale loaders, and it's this auto load stock trailer pack. I haven't tested this one. I don't know what this one's like, but that's 20,000 to buy that one. So it is a bit expensive to go buying this upgrade. I don't know how it will load the pallets. The only one I've actually tested is the one that looks like the one we've already got. And I tested that, and then I was a bit disappointed to find out that it only put them on sideways. Put them on long ways rather than sideways. Where is it? Here somewhere. Nope. No. Is it? No, not you. There we go. No. It's here somewhere. Ah. No. There we go. Autoload stock trailer pack, and it was that one that I tried right there, which is basically got a body the same size, but it takes a lot less pallets on it. It's very disappointing. This one is a bigger trailer, but it's 40 grand, so that's way more expensive. So I'm thinking that we'll probably end up going for nothing at all at the moment. That one is now saying it's finished again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this one here a minute. There. Ooh. Okay, I like that, the way that that dropped down just then. And then I will unhitch that one there. We're going to go and get our trailer. Now, I would actually like to do a track from here down towards our shed. You can see our shed quite clearly down there. There's our shed. It's a bit like the Emperor's New Clothes. Yeah? If you can't see it, then it must be because there's something wrong with you. I can see that shed perfectly well. I don't know what you're talking about. Anybody that's saying you can't see that shed, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. No idea. Not a clue. I'm going to bring this one back up here. I'm going to hitch you in. Now, hopefully, this still works. I haven't tested this at all since the 1.3 update. So I don't know if this one's working. I'm hoping it is. I don't think there was any major changes to the base game. There may have been a few changes for like map makers and that, but I don't think there's been any major changes for this, which is fantastic news. And I'm guessing the reason the pallets go the other way on that other trailer is because these stick out ever so slightly on the edges, and the person who made this one just didn't like that idea. So we've got 3 pallets on here. Excellent. And then I'm going to move on here, and we've got a whole load of strawberries. Now, we're not going to get fantastic prices, admittedly, but we will get something. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move forward just enough. If you get just the right place, you can get 4 of them. And then we should get some more coming up now. Now? How about now? Let's just... There we go. Right. I can load up another 4, and so on and so forth. So, we've got those right on there. Price-wise, how are we doing? Oh! This is something else that I really wanted. Now, somebody did point out to me that, you know, me saying that I want to see what the high price is and what the low price is a bit unrealistic, because you don't get to see that in real life. Actually, you do. You do get to see what the highest price was and what the lowest price is. It doesn't necessarily mean that this next year is going to be the same, but it gives you an idea of the variation between the low and the high price. So, looking at lettuce right here, there's a difference of just over 200 on there. Tomatoes, there's a difference here of 130. And these right here is a difference of about 60. Now, the difference of about 60 per 1,000 litres for the strawberries means that I really don't care when I sell them. It doesn't make any difference. To be honest, the lettuce is not going to make a huge amount of difference. Not that we're doing lettuce, anyway. Right in here, tomatoes, we're in August, and we're at the lowest that they've been. 454. So it's even lower than it's recorded on there. So this is the lowest that they've been, and we could get another 130. Well, we've got, what? 4,000 litres, so that's another 600. Like, this is why I wanted these numbers. If I've got the numbers between there and there, it really does help you to make a much more informed decision about whether or not you should store it and go for the expense of storing it, or if you should just hang on to what you got. And for us, we are not wanting to store. We are not wanting to hang on to this in any way. We want to get rid of it. There's no point. It's not going to benefit us, so we're going to load this bad boy up with as much as we can get on here, which is that. One full load, and we're going to head off to the shop. If I wait until the price is absolute maximum, which is about February when it does that, I think I would end up with maybe on this load of tomatoes and strawberries here, considering the low prices. I've got 5,500 in tomatoes, almost 10,000 in strawberries. Maybe we get an extra 1,000 in total across this load. We are playing on hardcore mode. If we were playing on like easy settings, the price difference would be more significant, but we'd also be getting a boatload more money, so it wouldn't really matter all that much. I think maybe we would be getting an extra 1,000 for this entire load, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's worth waiting all that time, because we'd have to pick up these pallets and move them to the side. And we're supposed to be playing kind of realistically with this particular series, so we want to at least imitate real life a little more closely than we do on some of the other series, or at least the Elm Creek series. Therefore, we wouldn't be storing strawberries for 6 months. It's probably quite unrealistic the way that we're storing strawberries for just a couple of months, but that I can live with. Take these on down. So I'm really, really pleased about that. That's one thing that I am absolutely delighted with, is that we've now got a high and low price marked on those price fluctuation charts, which really does help us make that informed decision as to whether or not we want to be selling our produce there and then, or handling it twice. Because, I mean, grain, straw, hay, and pretty much anything that we produce on our farm, you've either got to, you take it straight from the point of production and you sell it, and you make your money from it, or you've got to handle it twice. You've got to move it from point of production to storage, which you've got to pay for, and then you take it from storage to point of sale. So 2 handling sessions instead of just 1, and you've got your storage that you've had to pay out for. Now, admittedly, there's a single one-time cost for just about all types of storage. You build it, and then you've got it. It does have a small maintenance fee, but that is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Now, where is the supermarket's up this way, isn't it? Where it was, it's up this way. I think we've got 4 rare truffles left still to find. I don't know where they all be, but they're around here somewhere. So we will do our best to try and find them. I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be at a train station, although I don't know which train station it's going to be. So we will have a look for that. We've got one from beside the cheese statue over there, and we also found one in by the chocolatier that someone said in the chat. Someone else said the swings, and I found at least 2 on the swings. I think it might have been even 3. So we had a whole load of ones on the swings. So we're kind of running out of places to find rare truffles. Let's back you in. Get that money. Gonna get that sweet, sweet moolah that we desperately want. Put that one up to there like that. Let's take these straps off and see how well this works. And that has taken us past the point of the cost of that stump grinder that I want to get. So once the rest of this is all unloaded, this tractor has got to get back up to the top. I'm hoping I can send this tractor up there with a delivery instruction. Though you do have to pay for the... Yeah, you've got to pay for that. I'll tell you what, we won't do that. What we'll do is we'll go up this way. We'll just drive through town. And we will make our delivery. We'll drive this one back, and then I can get the plough hooked back onto this one. I think there's still a little bit that we can do with the plough, so I can leave the hired help working on that, and we can hook up the stump grinder to the other tractor, bring that one up the hill, and get those stumps taken out, and then we can take the stump grinder back down again and sell it back to the dealership. So that job will be done. And then all we've got to do is finish expanding our field up there so that we can get ready for the next stages. We're going to need a cultivator. It's one thing that we do have to get. We're not going to do the stone picking unless there is a hideous amount of stones. Even then, I don't... Ooh! There is an option for stone picking that we can do. I think I already looked at it. It's the front loader option, isn't it? There is a front loader, there is a bucket, front loader bucket, that we can get... that we should be able to do our stone picking with that. That's what we're going to go for. Back on the slow climb going up the hill. Very slow climb. I do love the grind, though. Like, you hear it chugging up through this hill. It always sounds amazing. I'm tempted to just put the hired help doing this now. Right, let's do that. Let's see if we can have the hired help us out just for this little tiny bit. We'll go to you, and is the hired help going to actually be able to do this, I wonder? Set destination. Can I set my destination over here somewhere? I've got machinery there, so I'm going to guess if I put it kind of here. Unreachable. It'll go that far. It's not very far to go. How's he blocked by an object? Right, it's absolutely not going to do it, which means that we got to do it ourselves. Alright, fine. I will just drive this one up the hill just to this little bit. If he stayed in first gear, it would be better. This is our undoing, really, is the fact that the AI tries to change gear too often going up the hill. And that's what causes us our problems. If it didn't try to do that, we could just put it into first gear and just keep the revs high and go like that. But it doesn't see it won't let us do that. It's always constantly trying to change gear. You can lower the maximum speed, and that will help you a bit if you're trying to do that. And this is only because I haven't set the game up to have me manually changing gears myself, and I don't actually intend to do that. I don't really want to bother with that. So I'm going to unhitch you there, and we're going to go up to the top meadow. We will need to build a road up through here at some point. Really want to do that because I know that so many people are getting fed up with me doing the landscaping. So I thought I would just leave it alone for a bit. Don't worry about it. That roller, unfortunately, is a grass roller and won't count as a roller here on the field for doing this kind of rolling. At least I don't think it will. There are some rollers that will, but I don't think that one will. So if we go, let's have a look here, and we'll see what we've got going on now. So I've still got some work there that I can do with the plow. And if we go over this way, that's freshly plowed up. We don't have any other bits. Switch to... Oh. It's no longer got needs plowing across the entire map. Oh, I spoke too soon. It does have needs ploughing. It also will need lime, and we're going to have to spread lime on this field up here. This is something that we will want to do. The ploughing bit is fine, and we've got plenty of fertilizer going on the field because of us ploughing this back in. So we're not going to need to worry about fertilizing up here, because we're ploughing in the grass that was grown. That's sort of taking care of that. Those red spots there, some of those are stones that we're going to have to deal with. That's also not much of an issue. At the moment, it doesn't have any needs rolling, but that's fine. We can deal with that. It's the lime that we're going to have to worry about. That's going to be our biggest issue. Now, next thing that I do is if I bring this one over this side, we'll start down here. I just got to find where the edge of the field is. It's about here. Yeah, that'll do it. Fantastic. Right. It should now plough that little section there. At least that's what I'm hoping it'll do, without causing us any problems. Do anything down over there, although there is a little bit of extra field going down towards the bridge down that way, it's going to ignore that, and it's just going to work up this way. Okay, that's good. That's absolutely fine. I'm quite happy for it to go and do that. And then while that one is busy doing its work there, we will skip over to this one down here, and now we can go and purchase our one here, this one, stump grinder. So I've got to buy that one for 24,500. I'm not even sure that this little John Deere is going to be able to cope with it. I mean, in theory, it should be able to. Like, you could use this in real life on this tractor. You definitely could. I know that for a fact. But what you might struggle with is using it. Like, if you had to use it for a long period of time, it might be slow. It might really make the tractor struggle. You could do it, but it could sort of create a bit of a struggle for the machine. It might struggle to cope with it. But what we do need is this one. You've got the leaf weights that go on the front, and we need a few leaves. So we're going to go into here, and we're going to customize this one. I'm going to go front loader attachment. We've got two designs. Design 1. I don't even know what that is. Wheel brand configuration. 240, 400, 560. Right, 560 is the maximum amount of front weight that we can get, which has got those sections of leaf on the front. Right there, and it's also got that pin in the front, which you can use for towing stuff if you want to. So we're going to customize that. It's 1,300 for that particular option. We do have the money for it. Customize, yes. Right. It is a little bit expensive spending 1,300 on it, but I think that it's justified. I do think that we actually need that extra weight on the front there, because this is a fairly heavy machine that we've got on the back. So I feel that that is the right thing to go and do. What have we got in the way of... We haven't got a fertilizer spreader up the top yet. We're going to need to get one of those, which means that we're going to have to send this tractor back down again. We send it once this one's done. The next thing that we need to do is we'll take this one back to the dealership, sell it, and then we're going to need to buy ourselves a fertilizer spreader and get some lime on it as well, so that we can bring it up to the... take the lime up to the top and spread it on the field. Now, possibly one pallet of lime will be enough to do that field. I don't know though. I mean, we'll do it in a big bag. We need just need to get a lime spreader that can hold 2,000 litres. Because otherwise we've got to carry the stuff up the hill. Should be all right. We should be okay. We'll have a look in the spreaders in a minute. But the lime spreader is going to be the next thing that we look at. There will be a little bit of stuff that will need some fertilizer sort of where the trees are, but because it's a small amount, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave that, so we don't have to worry about buying a bag of fertilizer just now. We can leave that bit out. Now we've got this long struggle up the hill. I know that I said that this series is all about showing you everything, but going up and down this hill, I'll leave that bit out. Now he's going to struggle. Is he actually going to be able to get up the hill? That's the important question. Now, that is a fair weight that he's got on there. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.